Hi you guys, so I am wearing a scarf today because it is absolutely freezing in my house. I know it's not technically officially winter yet. I think that's like December 21st that happens. But here in Ohio, it snowed last weekend, so it's officially winter, and it is very, very cold outside. As our ground starts freezing, my floors get colder and colder and colder. So it makes my house feel cold even when I have the heat turned up really, really high, and I haven't started my humidifiers for the year yet. So yeah, I'm trying to stay super warm right now. But speaking of perfect timing anyway, today I wanted to share with you guys my favorite moisturizers for winter. Now, I'm not going over chapped lips. I'm not going over specific skin conditions. These are just general all-purpose moisturizers that are great for body or your face. I have both body and facial moisturizers. Some of these are really, really popular. Some of these you may have not heard of before, but these are the ones that tend to work best on my skin and for various situations. I have a bunch to show you guys, so I'm just going to get started. First, I have Bath & Body Works moisturizers. I just did a whole video from them, and you guys know I love them. Now, their moisturizers aren't the best for super, super heavy-duty moisturizing. They're very good if you want to pamper yourself, you want a little bit of scent to your moisturizer. They are good moisturizers, but they're not, magical dry winter skin fix type moisturizers. So these are kind of what I like to refer to as preventative moisturizers. These are what you use when your skin is still acting fairly normal and it just starts getting cold and dry, and you want to use these to keep it as moisturized as possible. So these are just two of the scents I have, so I'm not going to go over the scent because scent doesn't really matter, but their body lotion formula is very good. I like it. It's very light. It absorbs quickly. It's not greasy at all. Smells good, of course, and it's a very light moisturizer. Now, their 24-hour Ultra Shea body creams are much, much heavier moisturizers. These do tend to stay on top of your skin rather than sinking in, so they're good as a protectant. And I have noticed, though, if you put way too much on, they will start to ball up on top of your skin, which is really gross. So you want to use a small amount and really, really rub it in. But other than that, they're very nice, they're creamy, they smell good, and I know from experience that these last several years before they go off and start to smell funky or the formula changes. So that is a major bonus, especially if you like to get a bunch of different lotions or different scents to play with. So now I'm going to be moving on to kind of the more heavy duty stuff. I'm going to go with face moisturizers first, or specifically face, I should say. First up is the Dr. Jart Water Drop. I got this in a Sephora Play box, and I am in love with it. I am absolutely guaranteed going to be buying a full size of this. First of all, the packaging is gorgeous. Second of all, this smells like Fruit Loops. This moisturizer smells exactly like Fruit Loops, and I love that. I don't like the way Fruit Loops taste, but I love the way they smell, so this is fantastic. This is a light gel cream formula. It absorbs into your skin beautifully. I rub it on and then just press it in. When you're actually massaging it in, you can see the water droplets forming on your skin. It's actually really cool, and you kind of want to just like play with it, but it's very, very good if your skin is dehydrated. If you drink a lot of coffee like I do, if you forget to drink water at all like I will do for days in a row, and you're just generally crappy with remembering to do stuff like that, this will help save your skin a lot. My skin is oily, but it tends to get very, very, very dehydrated, and this is amazing for that. The other one that I absolutely love for my face, and this one's almost empty, is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is fantastic. You get 2 ounces for around $12, and it says used to hydrate dry, parched skin, relieve minor irritation due to eczema and other conditions for the face and elsewhere, and safe for sensitive skin. I love this. I love this so, 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 so much. This is so good. It doesn't burn, it doesn't sting, it's very comfortable. When my nose gets dry from blowing it all the time, I can put this on it and it helps. I like using this as a nighttime moisturizer, and if you want to use it as a daytime moisturizer, just use it a little bit if you're going to be wearing makeup. Like, it doesn't cause the makeup to break up or anything, but it's thick enough that your makeup will slide a little bit if you put too much. But this is so, so, so good. As you can see, I've been like squeezing mine to death because I need to get out and pick up another one. But yeah, I haven't tried this on my hands or anywhere else, but I love it for my face. And I use this almost every single day unless I'm trying new products to review for you guys. The last face moisture I'm going to show you is this one, and you've probably seen this before on my channel. This is the St. Ives Timeless Skin Collagen Elastin Moisturizer. My mom is in her 60s. This is the moisturizer she uses. She looks fantastic. This is the moisturizer I started using way back when I first started moisturizing my skin. Now, this doesn't smell fantastic. It has a very fresh scent, but it's a little medicinal, but not bad. It's just kind of, it smells like cold cream. If you've ever used cold cream to take off your makeup or you've been in theater before, it's a very cold cream scent. But if you can get past that, and the fact that this does have mineral oil in it, which some people don't like, for me, mineral oil doesn't cause me to break out, so it's fantastic. I love this. This is so, so, so good as a preventative for aging skin. This has all kinds of good stuff for your skin in it, and I just love it. This is another one of those ones that I try and use daily unless I'm testing other products because it's that good. And oh, and by the way, these giant jars of it are only like $5. If you have trouble finding it, you can usually find these at Walmart or Bed Bath & Beyond. All right, up next, I'm moving to Body Hands General Purpose Moisturizers. So, first up is this one. This is the Aveeno Skin Relief 24-Hour Moisturizing Lotion. This is heavy duty. This has dimethicone in it. Again, a lot of people aren't a fan of dimethicone, but you can see I haven't used a lot of this. I don't use it very often because it is very, 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 very thick on your skin. It feels like there is a coating of wax on your skin after you put this on, probably because there is. But this is the kind of lotion that if you are going to go out and play in the snow, if you are going to be walking somewhere in the cold for a long period of time, if you're going to be exposing your skin to the elements, this is what you want to put on it because it's a very, very heavy duty protectant. Yeah, it's sticky, it's greasy, it's uncomfortable. It's hard to get your clothes on when you put this on, but it will really, really help protect your skin. If you're out doing outdoor sports, especially if you go skiing? What's skiing? If you go skiing, sledding, snowboarding, anything where you're outside, I would definitely suggest putting this on before you go, and it will really help save your skin. This is another super heavy duty protectant type cream, and this one's specifically for your hands, so I've used it everywhere. I've used this on my nose, I've used this around my mouth before. This is the I can't talk today. This is the Neutrogena Norwegian Formula hand cream. This stuff is thick. Very, 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 very thick. You can use it pretty much anywhere. You can even use this on your lips. I want to show you guys, it comes out clear, but when you go to rub it on, it actually starts turning white. And then you just keep rubbing it in and rubbing it, and it gets more and more white on your skin. But eventually it will start absorbing and the white will disappear. And this really, really helps. Like you can see on my hand how dry my skin is right now. I'm terrible about putting on hand cream. I hate my hands feeling greasy. I can't do it. They don't feel clean if I have lotion on them. It's kind of a weird little thing of mine. My hands don't feel clean if they have lotion on them. So, but anyway, this rubs in really, really well. It leaves a little, not a film on your hands at all, but it makes your skin feel instantly better, and it does feel a little bit tacky, but that's just because of the skin protectants layering on top of your skin. Super good moisturizers tend to have a part of the moisturizer that will sink down into your skin and a part that will stay on top and basically form a protective barrier over your skin to keep the active ingredients from evaporating or rubbing off until they have time to sink down. All right, I have 2 more products to show you guys, and a third one which I don't have on me, but I am going to mention. So the next one is this. Again, you've seen this before. This is O'Keeffe's Working Hands. This is really, really, really good. This has glycerin, dimethicone, paraffin, mineral oil, all kinds of things in it. Where this gets particularly good is, again, it's the same thing. You have the active ingredients that go down into your skin, and you have the barrier layer of the wax layer on top to help keep them from evaporating. Now, this one and the Norwegian hand cream both have pretty much no scent to them. This one comes in a tub. You can get smaller squeeze tubes of this, but I'm not sure if the formula is the same, because I can't imagine being able to get this formula out of a squeeze tube. But these last forever. We probably, one of these between me and my husband sharing it, probably lasts about 4 to 5 months. So this is really, really good, especially for your feet. I love using that on my feet. I sometimes will use it on my cuticles, but not as much, just because of, again, I don't like stuff on my hands. The next thing I'm going to show you is Vaseline. I know some people freak out about Vaseline, but it doesn't bother me, honestly. There are a lot worse things you can put in and on your body, in my opinion, than this, because there are a lot of people who will be putting all kinds of bad things in themselves and on themselves and then be like, well, I won't touch Vaseline. And I'm like, have you looked at the other things you're ingesting? Because I think this will do the least amount of damage. Anyway, yeah, it stinks. Vaseline smells really bad. But the one thing that Vaseline will do that none of these will do is if you have open, broken skin. Like when my nose will get chapped, my fingertips will get cracked. And you know, if you put anything on your skin that's a moisturizer onto cracked skin, it will burn like the fires of hell. I am not joking. It will burn so freaking bad if you have cracked skin. Like, I think it was last year, right here, the side of my finger cracked so bad, it was like fire. So what I would do is I would take Neosporin, put a little bit of Neosporin in it, which still stings, and then I would cover it with Vaseline, because this doesn't sting. When I get cracks in my nose from blowing it, I use Vaseline on it, because this doesn't sting the skin. Because if you have an open crack in your skin, and or like skin that's so dry on your hands that it's cracking, and you're in public and you need to put something on that because it's really hurting, and you put something on it like this or this, I'm going to tell you something, those are going to burn like crazy, and then you're going to be the nutty lady jumping around going, ow, 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 trying to find a sink to wash that off. This is what that is good for. It's also good if you have any sort of allergic reaction to a product and you get a contact dermatitis. This is also good for putting on top of contact dermatitis to help protect it while it's healing. Alright guys, so the last thing I'm going to mention, which I don't have on me, but I might pop a picture up here for you guys, is called Bag Balm. And yes, that's a cow's udder. Let me explain. Not what you're thinking. Well, kind of what you're thinking, because you do buy it at feed supply stores, but yeah. Anyway, yes, I live in Ohio. No, I've never, ever, ever lived on a farm. Just so you know, there are cities here. But I wanted to let you guys know about bath bomb. It does smell very gross and medicinal, but it is a miracle worker. Its original purpose was to be put on cows' udders to keep them from cracking and chapping during the winter. It's a mix of a bunch of different things, but it also includes an antibiotic in it, which means it's very, very good if you get things like scrapes. Like when I was a kid, I would fall on my knees constantly. Bath bomb's really, really good for that. It's good if you're missing layers of skin because you know you hit and skid on something. It's also very good for dry skin. Yes, it smells, but for what it does, if you're like, I have tried everything. You're like, I've tried this, I've tried this, I've tried this, I've tried prescription stuff that my doctor is giving to me and nothing else is working. Try bath bomb. Just trust me on this. I know it sounds weird. Give it a shot. There's a very good chance it will work. So that is everything. That's the best advice I've got for you guys on my favorite moisturizers for winter skin. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or just want to say hi, I would love to hear from you down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. I am pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye!